What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Cjthecheesedj here, and we are back with another top 5 for you guys today. And today, guys, we're giving you a list of top 5 dinos to survive the corona outbreak, the coronavirus. Yeah, that's a thing now. I've got to be careful with what I say because I don't know what YouTube is demonetizing or not, depending on what you say. So, yeah, guys, let's get into the list. Now, you can already see we're on our number 5 creature right now, Mr. Iguanodon Boy. Now, the dinos on this list are pretty much going to be, well, if the end of the world happens and the coronavirus kills everyone, these guys are definitely going to get you through to see the morning. So, guys, the Iguanodon comes in at number 5, main reason being because he has the ability to harvest seeds. Now, you can see here, if we grab some of these plants, we're going to grab a couple of these berries and whatnot. And, you know, you think about it in real life, we're going to be running through some wilderness. You're going to be obviously trying to forage for some items, some food. And Iguanodon Boy, he's going to be great for that. He's going to be able to get you all the berries you could possibly want from multiple berry bushes. Once you've had your fill of your berries, you can then just get your Iguanodon Boy to seed all the fruit. You know, you got a couple of oranges in his inventory, some apples. Well, you can turn them all into seeds, plant these suckers up, and you've literally got an almost infinite supply of food. You know, I mean, you obviously wouldn't do it to all your food in one go because that would be ridiculous and you'd probably die of starvation. But if you do it to some of them, well, you're going to be set with lots of seeds for a very long time, which means you can grow your own food and you are self-sustainable. Now, this guy is going to be paired pretty well with one of the other creatures further in on this list. But you guys will have to wait and see what that creature is. Now, as well as that, he's also pretty speedy. So if you need to run down to, you know, survive the apocalypse and, you know, get away from some enemies, this guy will do the job for you. He'll easily be able to outrun them and be able to avoid pretty much anyone because of his unlimited stamina. Oh, God. Unless, of course, you get attacked by microraptors, in which case you're going to be pretty screwed from there. But I don't think many people will have, oh, God, microraptors. But nonetheless, the Iguanodon will be able to get you away from most predators and prey. Well, most predators and prey, yeah, that you will come across. Unless, of course, they got damn microraptors, you should be all sweet. So, guys, let's move on to number 4. And this is not a party I wanted to be invited to. Now, guys, coming in at number 4, we have the Perlovia. Now, the Perlovia, he's great. He can bury underground, you can stick resources in him, and he can pretty much stay under there infinitely. Especially if you keep him on passive, you'll be able to keep this guy underground for a very, very long time. Now, you're probably wondering, well, CJ, why is that going to be a good thing for the end of the world? Well, the main reason being, you go down to the grocery shop, you get yourselves a couple of groceries, and you've got people coming out of your ears trying to track you down, trying to get these groceries. Well, you bring your Perlovia buddy along, and he's just camouflaged like a rock. You chuck all the stuff that you got from wherever you were heading to into your Perlovia boy, you stick him underground, and boom bada boom, you've got yourself a stockpile. Now, the only thing is you need to obviously remember where you keep your Perlovia, otherwise you could lose him. As well as that, anyone decides to try and come up to him and get him, he'll get out and pretty much tear them a new butthole with his little stun ability that he likes to do. So, you know, that is definitely a bonus perk you can have of this guy. As well as that, this guy's like a good little doggo who'll follow you around. You can keep him as a pet, keep yourself sane if you really wanted to. And he'll be really good at just repelling anything because they won't see him coming. So, you know, they won't be able to shoot him or do anything like that. And by the time they try to act, those 4-inch fangs on him would have pierced their neck and killed them. So you don't really have too much to worry about when it comes to this guy protecting himself and your stockpile of goods. As well as that, you can have these guys scattered a lot of them scattered around the world if you really wanted to. As long as you keep some juicy fresh meat into their inventory, they should be a-okay to survive the apocalypse right alongside you. So it's definitely worth investing into a Perlovia to survive the end of the world. So guys, let's move on to number 3. Now guys, coming in at number 3, we have the Iguanodon humming the Sarco. No, seriously, dude, what are you doing here? At number 3, guys, we have the Sarco. So guys, the Sarco is going to be pretty much your scouting dino. You're going to be jumping on this guy, you're going to be taking him around everywhere, you know, doing some reconnaissance and whatnot, getting the sneak up on some people. If you guys weren't aware, Earth is actually 71% water. So, you know, that includes lakes, rivers, streams, oceans, you name it. Taking a gigantic crocodile around the world with you, swimming through the ocean ways, fighting off whatever you come across, is going to be a pretty damn good way to deal with whatever you encounter. As well as that, there's enough room for an extra buddy on the back of this guy. You can pull out weaponry on the back of your Sarco as well, which will definitely help dealing with whatever it is that you need to deal with during the apocalypse. As well as that, you can use this guy to dive into the ocean, get resources from the ocean if you need to, and pretty much fight whatever it is that is down there. If you head over to the Loch Ness Lake and find Nessie over there, well then your Sarco will definitely be able to handle that bad boy. So, you know, the Sarco is great. He's going to be able to deal with any sort of predators, any other humans you come across on the Earth. For example, you come up to across a friendly well, not so friendly human, you can just barrel roll them. Take that sucker apart. No one's going to survive the snap of a Sarco jaw closing in around them, regardless of where your Sarco gets them. You know, gunshots aren't going to pierce this bad boy's hide. Knives aren't going to pierce this bad boy's scales. So, you know, you'll be all sweet on the back of your Sarco. So, guys, coming in at number 3 is the Sarco. Now, guys, coming in at number 2, we have the Tapihara. This guy is probably going to be your best bet for a flyer. Now, obviously, you've got the Quetzal and stuff like that, but in my opinion, the Quetzal's too slow. You can have the base on the back of the Quetzal, but our number 1 creature will fix that up. The Tappy is great. He's got 2 extra passenger seats, so if you've got any mates or family that you want to bring with you, the Tappy can hold them. He can cling onto the side of stuff, and as you know, the world is populated with huge skyscraper buildings, so your Tappy is easily going to be able to fly up to them, chill on the side of them if you need to jump off, invade a building and try and get some supplies. Your Tappy will just hang around until you come back and get back on him, and then you can fly off and head away. Now, as well as that, it's also got decent weight, so, you know, you're going to be able to ferry resources to wherever you need to on the back of this guy. Now, he's obviously not the best fighting aerial dino, but he is pretty speedy and that works for him. As well as that, you can wield weaponry if you've got passengers in your front seats, which will allow you to pretty much shoot or take out whatever you need to on the back of this guy. As well as that, he's got the free rotation and the strafing, which will make dodging bullets and dodging whatever is fired at you, spears, arrows, you name it, whatever primitive weaponry you can come up with that will surface during the apocalypse, this guy will easily be able to dodge them for you. And he can get really high up, and yeah, he's probably one of the best flyers to have with you during the apocalypse. So guys, let's move on to the number 1 creature and find out what it is. Alrighty guys, now coming in at number 1, we have the MegaChelon, the giant turtley boy. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, the Earth is made up of 71% of water. So what better way to get around the Earth than on the back of a gigantic freaking turtle? This guy is great. So you can build a base on the back of him. There's plenty of room for all your dinos that you bring along with you. Plenty of room for mates, and like I said, you can build a base on the back of this guy and just cruise around the ocean world, you know, just enjoying the scenery of open blue waters endlessly, because at the speed this guy moves, that's pretty much all you'll be enjoying for quite a bit of time at stages. So the MegaChelon is great. As well as that, passively over time, he will produce food off his back. So if anything ever happens to your Iguanodon, your MegaChelon will be able to support you for quite a bit of time. Your mates and your family, probably not so much, but he will be able to support you over time, producing berries and the rare mushrooms. So, you know, you will be okay for quite a bit of time. As well as that, this guy can dive underwater and he still will provide oxygen to you and your base. You can see the oxygen bubbles coming off us. This will mean you can pretty much, I wouldn't sleep underwater, it'd be extremely uncomfortable. But you can journey underwater with him, collect some water, get some fish meat, get whatever you need to get from your deep sea adventures. Now, this guy also has quite a bit of health, so anything you come across, sharks, anything dangerous in Earth's waters, you will be able to put up a fight with this big beefy boy, and you can just pretty much just blow them away with a bit of bubbles if you really need to get rid of them that desperately. If you come across, you know, deep in the ocean blues, a mosasaur, this guy will be able to tank the damage for quite a bit of time. I don't know if he'd be able to survive getting back up to the surface and making his way to land, but he definitely would be able to survive for quite a bit of time. So the MegaChelon comes in at number 1 because, you know, he's a portable house. Literally, you can grow gardens off of him, you can build a house on him, you can store whatever you want to on him. He's just really good. There's a lot of prime real estate on the back of this big turtley boy, And yeah, I definitely recommend if the world happens, you find yourselves a MegaChelon. So guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Hopefully you found it a little bit of on the funny side, a little bit of lighthearted joking, what's going on around the world at the moment. But yeah, what is your problem? Why do you want to hunt me so badly for Iguanodon? Just chill out, mate. Just stop. But yeah, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. So, if you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.